Hello, welcome. We are going to talk about time and stress, and we're also going to talk about the live calls. First of all, a lot of people, when they have something else to do on their schedule, it all of a sudden feels stressful. Just one more task, just one more thing I got to do, and then they become stressed. So we don't want this thing to be stressful. And actually, I'm going to explain how this can help alleviate your stress in your life. So when you take time to balance out your mental health and to help you realign with the truth, you actually decrease the stress in your life, and tasks that used to be stressful or seem stressful all of a sudden don't become stressful. For example, if you're running on a belief of, I have too much to handle, or I cannot do all these things, or having all this stuff to do is making my life too much to handle. These are all belief systems, but you can sit with those belief systems and be like, okay, how does this make me feel? It's obviously causing me to feel stress. And a lot of times it's because we feel we have to do them all, and we have to do them all perfectly, or else we're failing. So there's usually some type of attachment to these thoughts and these beliefs, and these thoughts and beliefs are what are causing you to feel stress, not necessarily the things you have to do. You could have all these tasks you have to do, and you could have a belief system of, I get all my tasks done in the perfect timing that I need. Or you could be having a belief of, I take tasks one at a time and I concentrate on one task, and as I get one task done, I move to the next. You could have whatever belief you want, and that belief system will cause stress or it will not cause stress. So it's usually not the tasks at hand, but it's your thoughts and your feelings about the tasks that can cause that extra stress. So when you take time and focus and commit to helping yourself organize those thoughts and recognizing and letting those go, all of a sudden that stress starts to dissipate. And all of a sudden, those things that used to be really stressful and really hard to do, all of a sudden you're doing it with ease, or you're just not stressed that you have all these things to do because you know it's all going to be okay. It's not going to be the end of the world, and you don't have to be perfect at it. So the reality of the situation is some people can view this as one more thing I have to do, one more thing to be on my to-do list and my tasks, and it causes them stress. But the reality of the situation is, when you take the time to put into your own mental health and your own ability to discern what is true and what thoughts and beliefs are causing you stress, and you let them go, all of a sudden those stressful things don't become stressful, and you begin to have peace in your life, and you're able to do more. You're able to be more organized, and what you're doing becomes more efficient and more fast because you're not working from a place of stress. Rather, you're working from a place of understanding, peace, and flow. So that's something that's super important, is this isn't just another task to do, to put on your plate to cause you stress, but it's a task to elevate you, to alleviate stress, and help you do all the things more efficiently and better. So that's the mindset you want to go into this, and have that be the thing that motivates you to get into a better place to be more efficient with your time. Now, the other thing is live calls. So a lot of times live calls can be intimidating. People will be like, well, I don't want to share. I don't want to be open about all this stuff, and people might be judging me. But the reality is no one's usually judging anyone. Everyone's there for the same reason: to get better, to grow, to learn, and to be able to be happier. And so when you share, you don't know if sometimes what you're sharing is going to help someone else. Or maybe you sharing helps you have something else ring true inside of you that you needed to hear, or you need to say out loud you didn't know you needed. So no one's forced to share on these live calls. No one's forced to ask questions or do these things. But I will say, when you choose to interact, when you choose to do that, when you choose to open up to everybody and have the ability to share what you need to share, you will grow and learn the best. For example, I've been in lots of different training programs, and it's so uncomfortable sometimes to just ask a question or to speak or share your experience, because you're like, someone else in here is probably doing better, or someone else here is going to maybe think this is a ridiculous question, so on and so forth. But it's never the case. It's usually our own self-talk that's getting in our way of judgment. We're fearing judging, being judged by others, and the reality is no one's there, because everyone's in the same place we are. And then once you start showing up and you start asking questions and engaging, you end up being the person who grows the most. You end up being the person who changes the most. You end up being the person who benefits the most. So never be scared of asking questions. There's never a wrong question. There's never a dumb question, and no one's here to judge. All we're doing is gathering together, sharing, learning, and growing together.